Unit, this new one likened to the Scorpions, previously with much success in prosecutions. She said that she'll put her mind to work, look at SOEs, look at the various commissions of inquiry and what's coming out, but she's asked for patience. To discuss, we're joined by SABC reporter Ofentse Setimo. Ofentse, could it be said she was warmly received today?
Yes, absolutely. The National Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Shamila Batohi, actually called a special press briefing to actually introduce the head of the investigative unit in her office, that is Advocate Hermione Cronje. Now, Cronje actually has a reputation of working with the National Director of Public Prosecutions, so they have sort of a history together and they have a cordial relationship. And she actually expressed confidence in her in terms of the credentials that she has and the experience that she has working within the NPA.
Well, you'll be hard-pressed to find any sort of bad media coverage about her. Is it fair enough to say that Hermione Cronje enjoys a very good reputation?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, that even the National Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Shamila Batohi, actually expressed confidence in her based on the experience she has with her and also the qualifications and credentials that she has.
Cronje herself has asked for patience, which is fair enough, but does she have the resources that she needs right now? A lot of talk of the NPA being depleted in terms of capacity, and she needs to deal with several big cases, hopefully soon, for South Africa.
In fact, they actually hinted at using the asset forfeiture unit proceeds of crimes purse in order to fund the unit's matters. The National Director of Public Prosecutions actually mentioned that she uncovered some challenges within the NPA that she actually underestimated, saying there was some leadership crisis and the fact that there was a budget constraint. But she said that there was a team of dedicated prosecutors, which she said could carry the institution forward. And she also mentioned that the Treasury will actually fund the institution, so she was actually confident that at least some funding will actually be there. But Advocate Hermione Cronje actually mentioned that, they will use the outcomes of the inquiries, into state capture and such similar inquiries in order to sort of prosecute the instigators, which is sort of the big fish that are instigating some of the corrupt activities. As you remember, that President Cyril Ramaphosa actually established a unit earlier this year to sort of bring back the bite or the sting that the Directorate of Special Operations or the Scorpions had earlier. And they actually hinted or sort of slightly warned that the new unit will actually have that bite or that sting that the Scorpions had.
So do we know which big fish she'll go after first? I mean, the Zondo Commission itself is a minefield.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually a mine shaft, but they were saying they appeal for calmness and for patience among the public, because they know that there's an expectation that they're supposed to show that the wheels of justice are turning. But they were saying such big cases actually require that they should be careful in terms of investigation to ensure that once they go to the courts, there's definitely a successful prosecution aspect.
Shamila Batohi, it seems has been given the space here now to pick people that she really trusts, especially after the disgraced prosecutors Moebi and Jiba were moved aside. So should that strengthen the NPA and where it's trying to go, Ofentse?
Yes, she was actually saying that it was frustrating that Moebi and the advocate Jiba matter was actually taking too long in order to be resolved, so that she can sort of appoint the people that she can trust in order to take the institution forward. But now that she is able to sort of appoint the people she wants, there is sort of a strategy they want to pursue, which is some of the evidence that will be coming out of the inquiries, as I mentioned. They will work closely with investigators from the inquiries in order to see how they can strengthen their investigations and prosecutions against such cases.
All right, thank you very much. SABC reporter Ofentse Setimo.